and your volume control become one of the lines of the amplifier, yes? Now, to get in the real world, to get the listen icon to show up in that room, what does the amp have to have?
That's not what it was.
Control.
In the dummy amp, you had to go to the matrix switch for volume control.
Okay, so you were putting the matrix and then, oh,
No,
you
it's
put
not.
the series 100 amp in there, the
Yeah.
new amp,
Yeah.
not the matrix amp.
Right.
Matrix,
Okay.
matrix separate.
Okay, and in that scenario, you're absolutely right, okay? The whatever's doing the control becomes the audio device.
And he was saying the reason you put the endpoint at the end of it is some of those have a muting feature. The 100 has a mute feature or something?
No,
It's just
listen,
it's just
you
an
know, to be
amplifier.
honest with you, your amp should be this volume device. You got more control on the amp than on the matrix.
Right, but on the 100 or whatever you're talking about, there wasn't even the option to put the volume control there.
Yeah,
Here.
it's just a raw amplifier.
No, that guy does volume, he just doesn't do switching. He attenuates.
Wait, the what, the
No.
dummy
The
amp?
series 100?
It doesn't have an ethernet, it can't, it wouldn't even know.
Yeah, two, it's just, yeah, just put in just a plain all 8-channel dummy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or wait, is the 104 the new one? Or the 100?
It was at 108. No. Yeah. Yeah. It was in the equipment closet.
Yeah.
Yeah, the amp 108.
He
It's like
has
a
put
pad.
in,
Control,
What,
eight
like a
hundred.
third party, like a B&K or
no,
something?
an audio switch.
Oh, well, forget the audio switch, I don't care about that.
Then he put an 8-tone amp,
Yeah, the amp was at
Amp
108.
and
108.
then 108.
Yeah, but that has the ability to do volume.
Well, when I'm in,
Our amps do volume, guys, they do.
He wasn't telling us that earlier.
Well, the new standalone amp doesn't.
Yes, they do.
It doesn't have ethernet on
It,
it, right?
it does have Ethernet.
there was some place where I couldn't assign volume to the same.
It's
port.
just not, the only thing it doesn't do is the matrix switch feature, where it doesn't switch your inputs to all your outputs. You have to do a one-to-one, that's why you need the switch.
And we do like control from the switch.
Our audio matrix is required if you're using the Series 100 amps. Okay? Why? Because the audio matrix does the switching.
No, I fully get that.
Yeah.
It was something that we used.
No, but you have your option of deciding here which device, and I submit that you should do the amp here.
I tried to, and it wasn't available.
Yeah, it wouldn't. it
There was no,
yeah,
for the volume control,
Yeah, there's no connection point.
Yeah, there's no
It's either
connection point.
A zone outputs.
This connection point for the speakers, not the volume.
correct.
Precisely.
The speakers are putting in either the matrix or the amp, but the volume
Well,
you can't.
can you throw an 8-zone amp in your thing real quick and look at,
As soon as you click on the.
Well, I have the other one in here, but I'll throw.
As soon as you click on the amp,
Yeah,
there's
so
no-
see, this amp I have, and by the way, you need inputs on your amplifier too,
Yes.
right? Or into your matrix,
Right.
right? All right, well, I'll try that. I'll take it.
But you can set,
what did we
set
put in
volume
the
levels on the
108,
matrix.
C4 108?
Yeah, I don't know which one you put in, but I'm going to do it here.
Yeah, it was the,
AMP 108.
yeah.
Yeah, and if you wanna,
This guy right here,
Yeah.
8-zone?
Yeah.
So if you went to the room, this guy is not available, huh?
So yeah, the 108 has no control.
You just get room selection, that's it, output channels. What's right there, he's got it on there, where the kitchen and the guest, the kid's bedroom. Oh, no, that's not.
That's the other amp.
Yeah.
yeah, so if you go to audio endpoint, you'll be able to select it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just pulled the PDF on the 4 and 8 zone power amps.
Yes.
They're just dummy amps. They don't
So there's
have
your
any.
8-zone amp, you can drop it on channel 1.
There's
And then
no
you go to your
control.
volume control,
Needs to go through the matrix.
zone 1's not available.
No preamp.
Yeah, there's no control on the well.
But they do volume.
They may very well do it, but there's not an option for it.
Maybe a
I'll
prefix
find
internal
out.
volume.
I'll find out, it's good for me, I'll find out.
Well, they have level control.
They're new products, I apologize for my ignorance, I don't have one.
I know it is, they wrote the.
There's
graph.
no ethernet on it though.
But they do volume. Maybe they do an auto sense.
Or they do a fixed volume, maybe you can adjust it.
Maybe it's on the preamp.
They have input
Auto
sensitivity,
default.
that's it, they're just a, it's just a power.
Does it have gains on it as well?
Well, yeah, that's what the input sensitivity is, yeah.
It's just,
So you've got analog in, input sensitivity, it's just like,
So it's just straight 8-channel amplifier right there.
so you would have to, if you, so it's not gonna
Then
get.
you have to use the matrix for the.
For that,
Yeah,
right? So
Yeah.
isn't that why they developed it though, is because the people were buying, they were using your matrix and then buying other people's amplifiers?
Yes, that is the reason, but I understood, cause see, you guys get clipping, right?
Yeah.
So if you've got a wave that's hot, and you've got an input that's only gonna take it here, what's gonna happen to that signal?
Well, it's gonna clip.
It's gonna clip, right? And so you're gonna lose a lot of sound, right? And that's why I thought that guy had the ability to adjust, right?
Oh, automatically
Based on your
adjust sensitivity.
source input.
Yeah, there's no way, you'd have to balance your output, that's what your input sensitivity, you'd have to balance that just like you're setting up a regular power app.
Yeah, but I have to ask the question, because I was in a meeting with the brand manager, and I thought that came up. And I thought he said, yeah, you can control
That
that.
our test scores on it.
Well, I mean, logically, this is built upon endpoint connections. And if we had an endpoint connection going to that amp, wouldn't it know the input and that type of stuff? So
Yeah.
therefore, we should be able to connect it in there.
Yeah.
I mean,
But that guy, it's still, if you had a wave that hot coming in, he should know to gain.
To auto gain.
Yeah. But I'll find out.
That would make it a super nice power amp if it could auto gain.
Yeah, yes.
Just a quick question, I don't have the AV background, what's the difference, the leaf AV switch and the audio switch you add in the home location?
So, Leaf is a video switch.
Oh, it's a V?
Yeah, it's typically for HDMI. You can do HD base T with the Leaf as well.
Okay.
When we talk audio distribution and audio endpoint here, we're speaking about our audio products.
stereo.
Okay? When you get into video and distributing video around in a project, then you start talking about our video matrix. Okay?
If I want to, I don't even have to use this amp, I can put a speaker point on every room.
You can put a speaker point everywhere, yeah. Ideally, it'd be Ethernet plugged in. Wi-Fi works, but we wouldn't want, because they're G boards on them, and the G theoretical limit for throughput was 54 megabit. And you're chewing up 2 megabits per stream, because it's full PCM first of all, 1.4 megabit, right? And it's going to the audio server and then back to the point, all in the air. And so we would say you could do theoretically no more than 5, because really in G, what's your bandwidth in reality? It's not 54 megabit. Yeah, it's that. So, remember, we have a limit on the number of Wi-Fi speaker points, but there's no limit if they're Ethernet speaker
Plus,
points.
you don't have to worry about reception at that point either,
Just
or
use a
like
Sonos
dead
amp.
zones and things like that, they're gonna work.
We have a lot of dealers doing that.
I love those things.
Let me tell you though, in my personal belief, and again, nothing to Sonos, they're $400 million company, so good for them. But I believe our company wants some of that. And I believe, so in the two fronts of Universal Remote and in Sonos, I think that those markets are seriously important to our company, meaning that we will offer competitive solutions. Now, I don't have any announcements for you.
It's just rumors you've heard,
I
right?
just happen to believe that those are important markets. We wanna be involved in one-touch home theater. No matter how automation goes, safety and security is a big piece of that. I still believe one-touch home theater is still vital. And that whole experience, infotainment,
Well, you know,
we
we get a
can't
lot of
just
people
turn our
that,
backs on that and watch somebody like Universal run with it.
guys, there's a lot of people that aren't technical like we are, especially when, it's sad to say, but a lot of the females, a lot of times women, don't quite understand it as easy, and what is this? They don't know how to do it, so everybody wants, hey, I just wanna come in, push a button,
Right.
have easy control of everything.
And that's gonna always be technology. People ask us all the time, are you coming out with a new remote? What do you think the logical answer would be? What do you think?
Someday.
Yeah.
Eventually.
when they baked it, how long does it take right now for a product from idea to on your desk?
Another couple of years.
9 months, as fast as you can turn. And that's if you get approvals right up.
Right.
But bill of materials costing is a huge science. And so they'll get out there, once they got an idea and they've gotten a green light to go run with it, it usually takes time to just plan the device.